Well, looks like that weather's gonna hold for us.
Yeah. But old Pappy's just as stubborn as always. I don't even know where we're going.
Oh, well, don't feel bad about it. Neither do I. It's this way every time I fly him back into one of his secret hiding places. Old Pappy never tells me where we're going till we're halfway there.
You'd think he'd sweeten up in his old age, instead of getting so all-around hard to live with.
Why don't you two stop your jawboning and get this plane in the air? I got a date with a bull moose.
The only man I ever met who acted like a moose that could tell time.
You'd be surprised how smart a moose is. Fact of the matter is, you two could probably learn a lot from a moose. You weren't all fired full of yourselves. Where's that fool dog gone to now? Bully Jack! Bo! Oh, there you are. You won't find any moose living down there, dog. Come on. We're getting out of town.
Pappy? How did you ever find this place?
A lot of hard work, that's how. If you're ever tempted to tell anybody, you just overcome that temptation by remembering where all them moose steaks you've been chawing on come from.
Oh, now don't you fret none. Just try and get one that's not as tough as last year's, will you?
You better watch him, Elmer. He's liable to try to give you some of them porcupine burgers, then tell you it's Alaska-inspected moose.
Well, there, that's gonna have to do, you guys. I can't get back again tonight. I'll try and get the rest of your gear in tomorrow, or the next day at the latest.
Just don't you forget where we are. Them supplies don't include too much grub, as I recall.
Don't give it a second thought, Pappy. You guys are number one with me. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. Carolyn asked me to give this to you. That little Carolyn is something else. How old sour apple like you ever won the respect of something as sweet as she? I'll never understand.
I guess I'll never quite understand it neither, Elmer.
Are you ever going to keep that promise you made that little girl?
Guess you never mind what I do or don't do. You just stick to your fly and get that gear in here like you promised.
Yes, sir. I'll do as you say, sir.
I can tell already this is going to be some kind of hunting trip.
Come on, let's get this camp set up. Some grub a-cooking. I'm hungry. Come on, Boulder Jack. Won't be too many days till I'll be cooking up some of that moose liver.
Hey, Pap, what'd you promise Carolyn?
No, I just promised the fool kid I'd go to Sunday school with her one of these days.
You told her you do what?
You hold your tongue, boy. We come up here to hunt moose, not to get religion.
Driving home from pasture after closing of each day. Now, in roll.
Well, Pap, which way to the moose pasture?
Well, I think we'll check out the valley back of the camp first. That's as good a place to start as any. But just you remember one thing, partner. The season don't open till tomorrow. So that gun you're a-toting is strictly for bear medicine.
Tomorrow? What difference would that make way back in here? There's not even a tribe within 150 miles of here.
Well, distance has got nothing to do with it. There's still some things that I take a real pride in. My hunting is one of them. Besides, what's the rush? We got plenty of time. We can take the very best. You work your way on up that direction. I'll cut through to the mountains. Think you can find your way back to camp?
Yeah. Where they're at. Boy, you're all mine now.
What in the world? Tomorrow. There's plenty of time.
Oh, come on, Pappy, that's the biggest moose I ever saw. We're not gonna find anyone bigger than that, old rascal.
Shoot, that poor little fella hasn't even had time to grow up yet. Besides, he'll be here tomorrow. That is, if you back out of here and leave him be for a while. Come on, let's go.
Pappy, wait a minute. I can't just walk away from an animal like that. What are you trying to do to me? Oh, horse feathers.
That's a good dog. Sit there. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. Now, hold it. I'm going to give you a piece of this meat. Are you ready? There you are. Good dog. Good dog. Here. Come on. Here, up here. Come on. That's it. You're a good old dog. You know that, Boulder Jack. You're about the best friend I got.
Corky?
Yeah, Pap?
Think we'll stay in close to camp. Elmer will be in today for sure.
What's wrong? Fish not biting? Well, maybe fishing season don't open till tomorrow.
Oh, no. Pappy! The tent! Oh, brother! Try to put it out! Try to save something! Stupid dog. Pappy, get out of there!
Well, do something. At least throw the water on.
It's too late, Pappy. It's no use.
Uh-oh. Oh, all the stupid stunts to pull.
Pap? He ain't coming, is he? It's been 6 days. And that weather's been plenty good enough for that plane. Something's happened. For all we know, he didn't even make it back. And have you given any thought to the fact that due to your stubborn ways of doing things, that man was the only soul on God's green earth that knows where we are? You always have to have it your way. You gotta have it so no one in the world can top you. That no one, not even your family, knows where your grand and glorious hideouts are.
Why don't you just knock it off?
Well, Mr. Mountain Man, why don't you tell me what we're gonna eat? Bark off the trees?
Now, you listen to me. Listen good. We got a little problem on our hands.
A little problem? The man calls this a little problem?
But if you'd like to stand up and fight it out and slug it out and prove it to yourself that you're a man, then you come on. When we're through rolling around in the mud and the blood, then you tell me, cousin, how to solve things.
Well, if you think it would help, well, let's do something. We didn't save enough supplies out of that fire to keep a chipmunk alive for a week. Don't you realize that you got us back in these boonies so far that we only have one ticket out of here? And that appears to be lost to the wind.
Now, let us just get the record straight. I'm not the one that burned up all of our supplies, not to mention the rifles and the ammunition and food. Besides, we got at least 2 tickets out of here. We can sit here and rot till somebody's lucky enough to find us. Or we can find our own way out.
We can what? Pappy, come on, let's not go bananas on me. Are you suggesting that 2 men, one of them old, and a fool of a dog could walk out of this country with any hopes at all of making it? Well, that would take a miracle.
If I'm going to starve to death, I think I'd just as soon do it trying to do something instead of standing here watching the icebergs form on that lake.
Do you really think we could do it?
I don't know whether we could or not, but I think Bo and I could.
You old coot. But if you ever did make it, you'd have to keep that promise you made to go to Sunday school. And that alone would kill you.
But let's get one thing straight. It's gonna be like a march through frozen hell. That snow could come any day now, and when it does...
Well then, we better stop our muttering and get to moving.
Okay. Let's see what we can salvage from your fire.
My fire? I still think that fool hound of yours isn't as innocent or as stupid as he looks.
Boulder Jack? Why, he knows how to run a camp. He's got too much smarts to pull a fool stunt like that. Take a grown-up man to be that stupid.
Jack, you around here?
No.
Have you seen anything?
No. It's got to be right in here.
Well, let's keep going over it. Hey, Charlie, here it is.
It doesn't look good, Glenn. He came right down through the middle of those trees.
Well, I think he was alone, but we better look around anyway.
Hold it. Listen. Shh, quiet. Oh, no, a plane! They'll never find us down here in this brush pile.
Happy! It's too late! We'll never make it!
Hey! Hey! Down here!
We're down here! Hey! Down here!
Oh, we are down here!
Down here!
We're down here! Of all the stupid, confounded, ignorant stunts to pull, why can't they learn to give a man an even chance and let him get out in the open? Oh, God.
Happy! Look!
Now that's what I call inviting a fish to dinner. Come on, let's do some inviting. Come on, Bo. Come on.
They look a little sickly, don't they?
Well, it's a little late in the year. The salmon run is almost over. They're more dead than alive. I did hear you say you was hungry, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess so. I think I am. Just a question as to how hungry.
What's there? Get him! Over there! Get down! I got him! Get him back quick! I got him here! Oh, see! Grab him! Oh, no! Get down there! Get him! Oh, see, we want to eat. We don't get the fish! Get in there! Oh, good boy! Get him! Hold on to him! Hold on to him there! Hold on! Come on! Oh, no! There you go! That go. Not bad. Once you get through the moldy part.
Amazing what a little hunger will do to one's sense of values. You know, Pap, it turned a bit nippy today. Wouldn't surprise me if we had snow any time now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have some climbing to do. If we get hit hard with the storm, that could mean the end of our little hike.
Well, we made good time the last few days. We'll make good time for a while yet. Snow or no snow. What's wrong? Am I going too fast for you?
Fast? Shoot, no. I was just worried that maybe your arthritis was acting up or something.
Huh. That'll be the day.
Come on, honey. I've got a nice warm lunch all ready for you.
Mommy, it's a bad storm.
Well, yes, it is, but I think it'll be all right.
It's probably really bad up in the mountains. They'll keep looking for Grandpa, won't they?
Oh, yes, they're going to keep looking. Now, don't you worry about Grandpa. He's been in lots of bad storms before, and he knows the ways of the wilderness better than anyone. And remember, we've asked some people to pray for Grandpa, and Jesus loves and cares for him even more than you or I can. Now, come on. Let's get some of that lunch.
We gotta get in out of this wind. It's gonna suck the life right out of us.
That's the best idea you've had all day.
The wind is too cold for Bull. He's about to freeze.
He's about to freeze. I'm about to freeze. You and your stupid hikes.
If it's gonna be too much discomfort for you, I'll just go on alone.
I'll just keep it cool.
Keeping it cold is getting to be the whole problem. I've been keeping it cold, right down to my socks. Wind blowing. Can't even come down the side of a mountain.
Give me that dog. Give me the dog.
Okay, Bull. What is that? That confounded wind? Where are you going? Sparky, give me your hand here. That's enough. That's good. All right, now take it off. Take it off. We're not gonna. I can make it okay. Give my teeth for a candle right now. Confounded wind. Come on.
Pappy, we can't afford much more of that.
Yeah, I know. Trying the best I can. I gotta get this fire going. It's all over. Wait a minute. Just one living minute. They always said this book had saved my life.
2 weeks and 900 square miles of wilderness, and we haven't seen a sign of those guys.
Well, there's an awful lot of country out there. You can look and look and still only scratch the surface.
Well, we do know the plane went down here. We don't know where he was coming from, or if he was alone when he did go down. Someone could have survived that crash, but there was no evidence of that at the crash site. So we have to assume that he left them off somewhere in this radius.
Do we have any idea how much fuel was left on board at the time of the crash?
That's the problem. We don't. The tanks were damaged and all the fuel was gone. So we have a lot of country to search and no idea where to concentrate our efforts.
Well, I guess I know Peppy just about as well as anybody, but that's just not going to help us now. He just wasn't one to tell anybody about his wilderness haunts and areas. But I agree with you, Mike. We can look and look, but we still can't look everywhere.
Well, for now, looking everywhere isn't the problem. Until this weather breaks, nobody's going anywhere. I hope those boys are tough, because if they're alive, they're going to need to be.
I count 7. What do you come up with?
4, 5. I count 5. That makes 12 total. Pappy, 12 matches. We've got to be careful.
It's lifting. I think we can make tracks today. I'll go check the snares. That's more like it. Sorry, my little friend, but it was your life or mine. Wolves. Just what we don't need.
Come on, Bo. Between you and the old man, we'll never get out of here.
I understand. Yeah, I know, and I think you guys put your very best effort into it. I don't know. I'm sure I will for a while at least. You know, it's just not like Peppy to give up. Yeah, I will. And listen, thank you so much for letting me know. And thank all the guys for everything they've done so far. Yeah, I will. I understand. Okay, buddy. Sure thing. Goodbye.
They're giving up the search, aren't they?
I'm afraid so, Sugar. I just don't know what to say.
I guess it's just so hard to believe. Daddy knew that back country better than anybody.
But there are an awfully lot of areas out there where he could have been. You know, they've had 15 or so planes out there searching, and they haven't come up with a thing. I'm afraid we're going to have to face up to it. I'm afraid they're gone.
I guess I've realized it for some time. It's just been so hard not knowing. What are we going to tell Carolyn? She thinks so much of her grandpappy.
Mommy.
Papa, talk to her.
No. I should.
Mommy, Grandpa's still out there. They should keep looking for him. I just know he is.
Well, Daddy and some of the men are going to keep looking.
But you don't think they'll find Grandpa. But I know he's okay. Jesus can take care of him. He wouldn't let Grandpa die.
Well, Jesus can take care of Grandpa. But we have to trust the Lord to do what He thinks is best.
But he wouldn't hurt Grandpa. That wouldn't be best.
No, God wouldn't hurt Grandpa. But sometimes things happen that make us worry that maybe God doesn't love us. And that's when more than ever we have to believe that He really does care. And He wants to do what's going to be good for us.
But I pray for Grandpa a lot. I'm just sure that Jesus hears me.
Of course Jesus does hear our prayers. And we've got to believe that now more than ever. Remember that song your daddy and I sang a couple of Sundays ago in church? Why don't you snuggle down now and let me sing it again? We've got to listen to the words, because we've got to believe them now more than ever.
More secure is no one ever than the loved one of the Savior. Not yon star on isle pining, or the bird in home nest biding. What He takes, or what He gives us, shows the Father's love so precious. We can trust His purpose wholly, 'tis His children's welfare solely.
Now you go to sleep. It'll be all right. Night.
Well, this hunt isn't a total failure. I finally bagged my rat. This is ridiculous, Pappy. Grown men groveling around on their hands and knees. And for what? So that maybe that night they can have some rat soup? Stinking rat soup. Well, I'm sick of it. And all day long, I'm carrying around 40 pounds of meat in that pack. That's right, meat. And it's time someone came out and said it. There's only one thing that dog is good for that I can think of, and it's not packing it across the wilderness.
Now, just you wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. For the last several days now, you've been lagging further and further behind. You're sick, Pappy, and you're getting worse. You need food. You don't need that. It's not loyalty or respect. It's just plain stubborn stupidity. Well, I've had it. You're too sick to carry the mutt, and I'm not going to. I'll pack the rat. The dog's on his own. I just ran face to face with a wolf. He's back there in the trees. I was getting some branches, and he was just standing there looking at me.
Yeah, I seen them too. They're all around.
Them? What do you mean, them?
Them. The wolves. We got a pack of wolves been dogging our trail for days now.
Pack of wolves? For days? You never said anything about wolves or anything.
Yeah, wolves. What'd you expect? We ain't hiking through California, you know.
Wolves? I don't like them out there.
Suppose you'd rather have them in here. Besides, they don't normally bother humans.
That's nice to know. What do they want, then?
They want the dog. The dog!
Well, let them have him, then. We're not going to make it across this country dragging that mud all the way. And it's a cinch you never think of eating them. So I say if it'll get rid of the wolves, so be it.
Now, you listen to me, sonny boy. If you want to keep them wolves off your throat, I suggest you start building that fire. And you better have plenty of wood to last through the cold, long night. And if I ever hear you mention Boulder Jack again, ever again, I'll fix it so them wolves will have a real meal. Now, you go... Now, you go get some more wood. Don't you worry none, Bo. You just stay in close to that fire. Your cousins out there ain't none too friendly. You best just leave them be.
They're right in on us. Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Go on, get out of here!
It's okay, Boulder Jack. Come on now. It's okay. They gone now.
Pappy, those murdering beasts are out for blood. I don't like it. I don't like it one little bit.
Me neither. It's this cursed land. I ain't even seen a rabbit track for days now. It's like walking through a grave. Pack's hungry. They'd never come in this close. We'd best keep this fire going good and proper. Get some wood over here. Hold it, Jack. No! No!
Stop it, Pappy!
Hold it, Jack!
Can't go out there!
Hold it, Jack! Come back! Come back!
Sorry.
I guess that settles the argument over the dog. You better be moving.
Stop. I'll build a fire.
No. No, it ain't that cold. Save your matches. I'm okay. Just let me rest a little.
God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
Those clouds don't look good, Pappy. I think we got another storm moving in on us.
You know, Corky, I've never understood why any man would allow himself to be nailed to the cross without a fight.
What?
Little Carolyn said it was love that kept him from fighting. And I always thought it was just a little kid talking.
Come on, Pap. We gotta find a place to hold up before that storm hits.
you like Jesus?
Well, now, honey, I never said that. I don't dislike him.
Well, why don't you ever talk to him or let him live in your heart?
Well, he wouldn't want to live in an old heart like mine when he's got a nice, pretty little heart like yours to live in.
Yes, he does, Grandpa. He likes to live in hearts, all kinds of them.
And especially in the hearts of little girls like you.
Grandpa, will you promise me something if I tell you a secret?
Well, I guess a promise is worth a secret.
Will you promise to go to Sunday school with me?
Yeah. Well, sure, I'll go with you one of these days. Now, what's the secret?
I love you.
Lord, I reckon you know a lot more about me than I know about you. But right now, I need you. A whole lot. That little granddaughter of mine told me quite a while ago that you cared a heap for me. And I was just too stubborn to listen. I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm just a cantankerous old man. Never been much more in trouble. Caused you a heap of that, too. And so I'm asking, in the only way I know how, for you to forgive me. There's sure a lot that I don't understand written in this here Bible, but I believe it's true. I'm sorry I didn't accept it, and you, a long time ago. Now I'm asking, come into this old heart of mine. Corky, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what, Pap?
Oh, sorry for lots of things. For everything.
You got nothing to be sorry for, Pap. We're in this together. Why, this is the kind of adventure you read about in the Reader's Digest.
It's pneumonia. I had it once before, and I know what it is. Corky, hey, you can't quit. You just got to keep a-going.
How far do you think we have to go?
I don't know. I don't understand it. We should have been there by now. But you just got to keep going east. You can't miss that pipeline if you just keep going east.
Happy. We're heading east. All you need is just a little rest. We'll hold up here till you get some strength back and the weather improves. And then we're going on. All the way.
Don't use the few matches left unless you just can't stand the cold. You'll be tempted to quit. But you can't. You just gotta keep on going till you hit that pipeline. Somebody will find you there.
Happy, now stop it. You're not gonna lay down on me now just because your arthritis has started to act up. Now that's that.
You gotta promise me something, Corky. You gotta give me your word on it.
Sure, Pat, anything.
I'll never be able to keep that promise I made little Carol. You're gonna have to keep it for me.
Pappy.
You gotta give me your word on it.
Sure, Pap. But we'll both keep it. Both of us.
Tell her she was right.
She was right about what?
He lives. He lives even in an old heart like mine.
I'll let her know. Don't worry. Now you just stay close to this fire, and I'll gather up enough wood to keep us warm as toast all night. Pappy, looks like it's gonna get better. Pappy, wake up, Pap.
You think this is a big, ugly game? Well, I know you're up there. I know you're up there looking down, God. Why don't you kill me? Come on! Kill me, too! I made it. Pappy, I made it.
Who in the world is that?
Hey!
Get out here.
I walked.
You walked? Well, come on, get in the truck where it's warm. You all right? froze to death. Where are you headed?
Headed? I'm taking a message to a little girl. I have to keep a promise.